Welcome to the Flip Dog Pilates YouTube channel. My name is Trisha. I am the owner of Flip Dog. Today we're going to do, 20-minute workout, circuit workout, upper body for the strength part, cardio in between for 30 seconds. So I'm going to do my rebounder for the cardio. You can do anything. We can jog, you can do jump jacks, you could do burpees, anything for 30 seconds in between each exercise that just gets your heart rate up so that we get the combo of upper body and the cardio. So with that, we're going to start with cardio. So 30 seconds cardio. Let's get right to it. Here we go. All right, so 30 seconds cardio, 55 seconds for the strength. So let's get that heart rate up. Good, you can kind of start slow on this one. Good, just about 10 more seconds. And then our first exercise is going to be our full body push-ups. By the way, you do need some weights. I have sort of a light, a medium, and a heavy. Come on down to the floor. Full body push-ups. So let's start it on our knees, hands are wide. You're gonna lower yourself to the floor, press back, quick little stretch. So I'm kind of continuing a warm-up as we go here, built into the circuit. If you can come up on those toes, let's get some push-ups on those toes, and then you take it back for your child's pose. So push-ups is a good full body warm-up to get us going. Awesome. You have about 20 seconds. Get the little stretch too. Gives us that shoulder mobility, that shoulder stretch, that lower back stretch. Good, you're in single digits. Let's see, maybe one more. Good, sit it back, stretch, let's come on up. And cardio. All right, so let's do this cardio. And then our next move, let's do our single arm row. So for this one, I want you to get a pretty heavy weight, or you can even double up on your weight if you can hold two. Good, 10 seconds. Nice work, get that heart rate up a bit. You can stay low impact. You can go super high impact for your cardio. That's up to you. All right, let's grab one heavy weight. As heavy as you can go. Weights in the left hand. Right foot front, left foot back, long line lunge here. And then we're gonna have that palm facing in. Pull up for your row. So 20 minutes, we're doing upper body here today. Pull the abs in as you row, as you lift. Shoulder blade to shoulder blade. Let's get that elbow high. And then you'll see there will be a 20-minute lower body circuit as well. So you can mix and match. Do one day, one another. Or if you have more time, you can get both in one day. 10 seconds here. And then we're gonna get back to that cardio. Good. Inhale, exhale. One breath, one movement, as much as you can. With every exhale, pulling into that core, pulling into those abs. Awesome, all right. So I love the rebounder for a little cardio kick. It's really great for your lymphatic system, flushes everything out. It's a great way to get some low impact cardio movement. We have 10 seconds, and then of course we're gonna do that other side. Good, deep breaths. All right, let's do it. So weight goes in our right hand. We want left foot front, right foot back. Lean forward, and then row. Pull it up. Shoulder blade to shoulder blade. We want this weight to be pretty heavy. We have 55 seconds for each exercise. So towards the end of that 55 seconds, you should start to feel like you can't do many more reps. Good, pull up. Think about those abs again, strong center core here. Good, exhale on that up. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Back heel's lifted. Good, give me about 10 seconds. Awesome, awesome. 3, 2, all right, let's take your cardio. 30 seconds here. All right, let's move on and get some biceps next. So medium to heavy weights, maybe not as heavy as you did for your upper back, but maybe 10 more seconds, and then we'll grab those weights. We want 2 weights this time. Good. Get that heart rate up a bit. 3, 2, all right. 2 weights, like I said this time. Bicep curl. So standing curls. Tuck your elbows in. Palms face forward. A little bit of a bend in our knees here. And a good wide stance. So I'm a huge proponent of mixing upper body and lower body. I just always like to get as much as I can. But for purposes of these 2 workouts that I'm going to film for you guys, I'm really going to keep it upper body one, lower body the other, and then a couple little core moves in between. Good, 15 seconds. Keep the elbows tucked in. You want to control the movement on the up and especially on that down. 5 seconds, and then we'll get you to that cardio. There we go. All right. Cardio. All right, next move. Let's move on to some chest press, okay? So we're gonna take that down to the floor. We did do push-ups, I know, but let's consider that more of a warm-up for today's purposes. 10 seconds. And then we're gonna down on the ground for our chest press. I'm actually gonna lay on my rebounder just for purposes of being lifted up a little bit. All right, let's grab those weights, 1 in each hand. Lay it back. Palms face towards your knees. Press up, tap down. All right, so elbows are going nice and wide here, right? Keeping your elbows, your wrists right in line with your chest. And then pressing those weights up to the ceiling. And again, think about your core. You're laying down, right? But think about that core. Every time you do press those weights up, pull your abs in. Good, again, 1 breath, 1 movement. Awesome, give him as many more as you can. Good, navels to the spine. Back shouldn't be arching off of that floor. There was our timer. All right, come on up. Let's take this cardio. All right, let's move on to some triceps next. So triceps, we are going to do our tricep press back. 2 weights again. Good, give me 10 more seconds here. Quick little heart rate burst. 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab your weights. So feet about, shoulder width apart. Sit your hips back. Take your arms, elbows up right behind you. We're gonna tricep press back right here. Open up through your chest. I'm gonna turn to you. Open up through your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. When you press back to those straight arms, it's a quick little hold before we bend in. So just like the bicep curls, you wanna control it each direction. The other great thing about these 20 minutes is if you do have the time, but you really wanna stay 1 day upper body, 1 day lower, you can do this video twice. So then you get 2 sets of everything. And if you really want to go for it and you have a full hour, 3 times. That's your 3 sets, right? Last one, cardio. All right, get that cardio. We're going into shoulders next. So I'm doing, as you can follow, we did back, we did biceps, we did chest, triceps, now we're gonna do shoulders, and then we're gonna go back through and try to hit each muscle group again with some different exercises. So shoulders is next, and we're gonna go for a side raise. So maybe a little bit lighter. All right, let's get that stance. Shoulder width apart or so, a little bend in our knees, and then side raise. So a little bit of a bend in your elbows. Okay, I'll do a little side view. if your weights are really heavy and you don't have an option to go lighter, you can bend your elbows and do a bent side raise here, okay? All right. Pull those abs in. Every time you lift those arms up. And again, lots of control, right? So controlling that lift, just about to shoulder height, controlling it on the way down. Good work, we have 10 seconds. And then we'll get back into our cardio. Check those knees, little bend to the knees, little sit back in those hips. All right, good work. Let's cardio. Okay, so let's go back to our upper backs, all right? So next move, we're gonna go into our reverse fly. So 2 weights again, medium-ish. 10 more seconds here, and then we'll grab those weights. Good, awesome. How's your day going? This is morning still here, so when you guys are watching this, for context, Saturday morning, I think it's about 8:30, I'm not really sure. All right, feet, let's again get that stance. Hips back, knees bent, palms face each other. We're gonna open out to the side. Okay, so see how I'm leaning forward, ski, slope, spine. You could also do this sitting in a chair or even like on one of those, the big ball, which we actually have and I never use it. We'll do that class. One of the first Pilates classes I taught, actually the very first Pilates mat class I taught was Pilates on the ball. And we use one of those big balls for pretty much every single exercise. That was when they were really popular. Not that they're not popular, but I think that that's when they, not to age me, but I feel like that's when they really like came on the gym circuit for classes and for personal training. Good, 15 seconds. And I was scared out of my wits. I was working at a gym, Cornerstone, for those of you who are local, and the Pilates instructor didn't show up. And I'd just gone through my training, my mat training, like the weekend or so before. And I pretty much just got thrown into it. Biceps, everybody. We're gonna do hammer curls, alternating. And by thrown into it, I was asked by the group exercise director, one of my most favorite people in the world. And you know, like sometimes you just have to do it, right? You just have to go for it. People loved it. And here I am, how many years later? Just about, let me think. I'm trying to think of when, well, we're definitely at least at 28 years. Which is crazy as well. All right, palms are facing in. I don't think I've cued this exercise. Elbows are tucked in. Again, we have this little stance, just because I don't want you up here all the way locked out, okay? Little soft knee, soft hips, but good, strong center core. You got it. All right, let's get to your cardio. All right, we move on to chest again. This time we're gonna go chest fly on our backs. Good, here we go. Power lift. I'm trying to think of the next classes. I mean, I've taught Pilates mostly for my life, but I did try spin. That was interesting. That was like way back when spinning was spinning. Very much like you were outside on a bike training versus now that more like SoulCycle Peloton experience. Little bend in those elbows. The music was like super funky. Is anybody with me? Does anybody remember that? Yeah, so that was not my jam. Okay, chest fly. We're on our backs again. We have a little bend in our elbows. We inhale, open out to the side. We exhale, bring those palms together right up above our chest. And we're staying in this core, right? Pull the belly button into the spine, especially on these exhales. We want to support our lower back with our core. Support all of our movements with our core. Awesome. There it was. All right, coming up. Let's get our cardio. I also tried to teach step for a hot minute. That wasn't my jam either. I don't have a very dance-headed mind, is the best way I can explain it. So like trying to get that beat, yeah, wasn't working for me. We have triceps next. We're gonna take it to a tricep overhead for this one. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go one heavier weight. You can go 2 weights, one in each hand. And then I said I wasn't really gonna add legs, but for this one, I do like a wide plie stance, especially with taking your arms up overhead. You could also do a lunge stance here. You choose. See what you like better. And then, well, I did start teaching water aerobics. That was the very first class I taught ever. So water aerobics was the first one, which I loved. And then when we got to San Francisco, that was like the whole bar movement really kicking in. So I worked at a studio, a brand new studio that was kicking off, and I put together the reformer program, but then we added a bar program. So I literally had to train myself first of all in bar. I took ballet classes, this is a whole thing, and then I got certified with a bar certification. But then all at the same time developed like our signature bar program. That was very cool, and I still love teaching bar. 10 seconds, we have shoulders next. Good, we're flying through. All right, shoulders, let's go shoulder press up overhead, okay? So let's again grab those weights. Here again is when I like this sort of wider stance. So you can come into like a little plie, or again, maybe you're in your lunge. Either one. Just give me a little wider stance. Good, exhale up, inhale down. And then strength training, I just always did because I was a personal trainer, certified personal trainer as well. Good, press up. You got it. Oh, and then I did TRX. This is like a little timeline, little Trisha history timeline of teaching. Certified in TRX, which was really fun. Again, that was like when TRX first came out into the circuit. They were centered, they were based in San Francisco. So like every studio in San Francisco had it at the time. I felt like we had a class called Bar X. So it was a combination of bar and TRX. It was very cool. 15 seconds. And then we're gonna get some core exercises in here before we're out. So first thing we're gonna do is a plank, of course. Good, 3, 2, all right, plank position. So you can be on your palms or on your forearms, your elbows. You can drop those knees if you need to. We're just gonna hold the plank for the 55 seconds. Good, nice deep breaths. And then I did my yoga certification during the pandemic. So then I added that. But I really only ever done yoga class videos. And now we have that stretch and strength at the studio. So it kind of takes the combo of both. Good. Deep breath. Are we pulling our abs up and in? You have 15 seconds. Good. Breathe. Squeeze those legs together for me. Single digits, everybody. A little shaky after doing all that upper body. 3, 2. All right, let's cardio it. Cardio, cardio. All right, next one we're gonna do, we are going to do a roll up with a twist. And I'm gonna grab my weights for this, so it's up to you, but kind of staying with this upper body theme. I don't know why, but I keep like grabbing my sleeves. My hands are here. It's like my morning. I think I'm still waking up. 4, 3, 2. Okay, I'm gonna get my weights and I'm gonna sit on their rebounder again, just to be propped up a little bit, but coming down to the floor. Weights if you want them. Knees bent, feet flat. We're gonna exhale, roll up, punch and punch, tuck and roll it back. So all the way up, punch, punch. Now, You don't have to have weights, okay? And if you're not ready to come all the way up to this sort of seated position, then take out the punch and just come up as high as you can for me. Be mindful of your neck. You need to support your neck however is necessary for you, okay? Good, take it back, lift, punch, and punch. Nice job. We're gonna do one more cardio after this as sort of our cool down. There it is. And then we're done. All right, so take this cardio, slower pace, lighter pace. Let's kind of shake out those arms. So remember what I said, you could repeat this 2-3 more times. 2-3 more times, yes. Or 1-2 more times. Or maybe you go to that lower body workout that's listed, depending, of course, always on your time. 3, 2, all right. Take a nice deep breath in. Arms come up. You grab onto everything you're grateful for. That comes down with you. Let's get everything else out of the way. Have a great afternoon. We'll see y'all soon.